Have you ever noticed how some people seem to pick up on things that others completely miss? A subtle change in someone's tone, a hidden meaning behind simple words, or patterns that don't seem obvious at first glance. It's almost as if they're seeing a different layer of reality, one that remains invisible to most. But this isn't magic. It's psychology. People who see what others don't often have highly tuned perception. Their brains are wired or trained to process information more deeply. While most people skim through life on autopilot, reacting only to what's obvious, these individuals pause, observe, and connect dots that others overlook. One reason behind this ability is heightened awareness. Instead of focusing only on the surface, they naturally scan their environment for details. Micro expressions, body language, inconsistencies in behavior, these aren't just random signals to them, they're clues. And over time, their brain becomes incredibly efficient at decoding these signals without conscious effort. Another key factor is pattern recognition. The human brain is designed to find patterns, but most people don't fully utilize this ability. Those who do can detect repetition, predict outcomes, and sense when something doesn't fit. It's why some people can walk into a room and immediately feel that something is off, even if they can't explain it right away. This often gets mistaken for intuition, but intuition itself is built on experience. It's your brain processing thousands of past observations in a split second. So when someone seems unusually perceptive, what you're really seeing is a lifetime of silent data collection working behind the scenes. Interestingly, many of these individuals are also deep thinkers. They don't just observe, they reflect. They ask questions others don't think to ask. Why did that person hesitate before answering? Why did the mood suddenly shift? Why does this situation feel familiar? This constant questioning sharpens their perception even further. While others accept things at face value, they dig beneath the surface. And that's where hidden meanings often reveal themselves. However, this ability comes with its own challenges. Seeing more than others means you also notice contradictions, hidden tensions, and unspoken emotions. It can make social interactions more complex, even overwhelming at times. When you pick up on what's not being said, it's hard to ignore it. In some cases, people who see deeply may even feel misunderstood. They might struggle to explain what they sense because their insights don't always come in clear, logical steps. Instead, they appear as sudden realizations, gut feelings backed by invisible evidence. And yet, this way of perceiving the world can be incredibly powerful. It allows for better decision making, stronger emotional intelligence, and a deeper understanding of human behavior. So the question is, are these people born this way, or is it something that can be developed? The answer lies somewhere in between, because while some individuals may naturally lean toward deeper perception, this ability is far from fixed. It can be strengthened, refined, and developed over time, if you know where to focus. It starts with attention. In a world full of distractions, most people rarely give their full attention to anything. Conversations become background noise, environments blur together, and important details slip by unnoticed. But those who see more train themselves, consciously or unconsciously, to be present. They listen not just to words, but to pauses. They observe not just actions, but intentions. Another powerful element is curiosity. People who notice what others don't are rarely satisfied with surface-level answers. They want to understand the why behind everything. This mindset pushes them to explore deeper layers of reality, to question assumptions, and to remain open to possibilities others ignore. Emotional intelligence also plays a huge role. Being able to read emotions, both in yourself and in others, creates a kind of internal radar. You begin to sense tension before it's expressed, discomfort before it's spoken, and sincerity beyond rehearsed words. Over time, this awareness becomes almost automatic. But there's something even more important: the willingness to slow down. Most people rush to conclusions. They label situations quickly and move on. Highly perceptive individuals do the opposite. They pause. They sit with uncertainty. They allow patterns to unfold before deciding what something means. And in that space, clarity often appears. However, developing this ability requires balance. Seeing too much without grounding yourself can lead to overthinking. Not every detail carries hidden meaning, and not every feeling reflects reality. The mind can sometimes create patterns that aren't really there. That's why true perception isn't just about noticing more, it's about interpreting wisely. This is where self awareness becomes essential. The more you understand your own thoughts, biases, and emotional triggers, the clearer your perception of the outside world becomes. Without this inner clarity, even sharp observation can turn into confusion. Interestingly, many people who develop this depth of perception also become more selective about their environments and relationships. When you start to notice subtle energies, inconsistencies, and unspoken dynamics, your tolerance for superficiality often decreases. You begin to value authenticity more than ever before. And perhaps that's the real power behind seeing what others don't. It's not just about observation, it's about understanding. Understanding people, situations, and even yourself at a level that goes beyond appearances. So, if you've ever felt like you notice things others miss, or sense meanings that aren't immediately obvious, it's not something to ignore. It's something to explore. Because with the right awareness, this ability can become one of your greatest strengths. In the end, the world doesn't reveal itself fully to those who simply look, it reveals itself to those who truly see.